everyone. This is a special small edition of Beers on a Boat. It's not exactly about beer, but on our way back from Ventura to home, my best friend Andre joined us on the boat, and he brought me an Italian Digestif that he had made at home in New York for my Christmas present. So we talked about it a lot, and it just became its own conversation. So we took it and made it a special little episode about another kind of beverage that I enjoy, and also a craft that is specific and skilled and super interesting. So I hope you enjoy this. It's if you have any questions, or if there's something that you just want to say about the episode, let me know. Give it a like, thumbs up, and hope you enjoy. Cheers. I'm gonna unsheathe my present now.
Talk about what's happening.
This is my best friend Andre, and he brought me a Christmas present.
Ooh. 80 proof. We're gonna cook with that.
The yellow air barista. So tell us what it is.
So this is a digestif, and one of my favorite things to enjoy is after dinner is a digestif. It's like a traditional Italian liqueur that's made with a lot, like some of them have as many as 200 to 300 different botanicals, many of which are geared to aiding your digestive system.
That's cool.
And so essentially it's like a medicinal infusion of these digestive botanicals.
What's in the yellow boy?
So I felt when I tasted this that it was extremely similar to chartreuse. But being that chartreuse is named after its color, I decided to name this after its color. Giallo is yellow in Italian. And in this one is, honestly, there's too many for me to remember, but there's, off the top of my head, there's Turkish rhubarb, myrrh, myrrh resin, there's juniper, there's rosemary.
He sent me the list, and I was
sage,
like, he sent me the list, and I was like, where are you gonna get all those crazy things?
And so I hunted down a bunch, but I think the thing that makes this one particularly unique is that it has a bunch, and I think it's also the color. I think this is where the color comes from. It's a lot of leaves from the Japanese cryptomeria, which is also known as the Japanese cedar, and it gives it like a very nice cedary and like almost like a wintry kind of taste.
So what did the alcohol come from? Like, what is the base thing that you would add the seasoning to?
So the base alcohol is a neutral spirit. It's like a 96% alcohol neutral spirit, which is what they use for making medicinal infusions. And I hunted the city for a lot of these ingredients. Like I plucked
New York City.
Yeah, I hunted the Japanese cryptomeria out of Prospect Park, for example, and found a lot of these things. And then I did the infusion, but you have to very carefully monitor the infusion because the alcohol dries the botanicals out really quickly. And so if you don't remove them as they're being dried and then replace them, it turns into some kind of gross muddy brown color. And so you monitor it for a while, and then you leave in the ones which don't alter the color. So that was like maybe like 3 or 4 months that was infusing. And then I barrel aged it for about a month to mellow out the acridity of that neutral spirit, which is strong.
And what was your barrel? I mean, you sent me a photo of the barrel.
An oak barrel, and then which had previously aged whiskey. And then I did a mix where I calculated how much water I needed to add to bring it to the alcohol percentage that I wanted to be a proper digestive.
So you dilute it to the alcohol you want.
Yeah, because it infuses only at a really high alcohol content.
I see.
So once it was infused, I brought it down and I made a simple syrup to sweeten it because they're traditionally very sweet. It's like a dessert digestif. And then
Otherwise, it would be undrinkable.
right. And also because of all the botanicals, it's like super cloudy. So I clarify them with bentonite egg. You like shake it into the mixture, and then over a few days it all settles out.
Oh, that's cool. You use midnight.
And then you siphon it off and filter it. I
Crazy.
filtered it like 10 times.
They use different things for clarifiers. In beer, they don't use it as much anymore, but
It's that
they
fish
use
stuff, right?
isinglass is a substance from fish bladders,
Yeah.
Wow.
which they've gotten away from for several different reasons. But that's another clarifier that it just makes all the particles fall to the bottom.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, so
and then you
it's-
filter it through like paper or something?
Yeah, I filtered it through coffee filters like 10 times.
Cool.
It looks, yeah, I was looking
Let's
at
hold it up in the
trying
light.
to see.
And it's a little bit shaken up from being on the boat. Usually it's even a little bit clearer than that.
It's really fucking clear, dude.
It's cool. And that, so it's a very, very long process, and it doesn't yield a whole lot, but it's really,
Well, you probably don't drink a lot, right? 'Cause,
no, it's
yeah,
like you drink like this much.
Wow, okay,
You know,
crazy.
it's really just like an after dinner flavor.
Right.
You know, like if you were to get drunk off of that,
You'd be real bummed.
You want to go to the fucking hospital because you're gonna make it. It's not for that. I mean, it really
Yeah.
was developed to be medicinal.
Yeah.
You know?
And
on
it's
some
also
level.
like a little like it's like after like lots of rich food or like once you've eaten a whole bunch of stuff, having it it's like also like kind of a palate cleanser.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So exciting.
Nice.
You're welcome.
Let's see the backside. What's this say? Nice.
We just bought this. I haven't tried it yet. It smells really, really nice. It does. It's got like a very woodly scent
Yeah.
and like perfumey, but not like the alcohol perfume. Like
Yeah.
it's like. Whew. Wow.
What do you think?
It's delicious. It's like, it is like very, it's like if you made wine out of trees.
I'm happy you like it.
Like sweet wine out of trees. That's what it would taste like. It's really, really delicious. It is hot too. It's definitely 80 proof.
Oh yeah, no, it's definitely 80 proof. Yeah, well, so most Amaros, 40 is on the high end. Like Fernet Branca is about 40, but generally they're between 35 and 40. Most of the Italian ones are 35. They tend to keep the alcohol content down because they don't want people to get drunk on it.
Yeah. What were you saying about the glycerin?
So yes, the last step was I added a trace amount of glycerin. Traditionally, Amaro has like a very kind of like, it's almost like a thick, slippery mouthfeel, and I always assumed that was a product of it just being so sugary. What I learned was that it actually is a product of a vegetable glycerin, which is a thickening agent. It's essentially like an oil-based, a water-based oil.
Whoa.
You know, and they use it to alter the viscosity of fluids for consumption. That's about it.
Mouthfeel. It's awesome. It's really, really good.
What I was worried about when I first tried it before it had aged and mellowed was that I had gone overboard with the bitters, because the bitter is the most
is bitter.
important flavor in an Amaro. Amaro means bitter in Italian. But it's really easy to overdo. And
Right.
so after it had mellowed out, I was really pleased with it because I was concerned that the bitter was over
And
the
is that a
top.
product of aging?
The mellowing?
Yeah.
Yeah, like putting any kind of alcohol in oak, specifically oak, the tannins interact with the fluid in a way that draws out the negative flavors in alcohol and alter it, mellow it out.
That makes sense. Why isn't that most whiskeys in oak, right?
And that's exactly why, because
Yeah.
like a lot of those corn whiskeys and stuff straight off the still are like, I mean,
Yeah.
it's like drinking like you know, automotive fluid.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's
But
gnarly,
like
nasty shit.
in wines, they'll say like Chardonnay aged in oak is supposed to be really buttery. That's how they talk
That's
about
crazy.
it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I'm super impressed.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
man.
awesome.
That makes me feel great because this lady has pro taste buds,
Yeah.
and you know, I've You know, everybody has liked that a lot, but I felt like you were the true litmus.
No.
She would tell you if it's bullshit.
It's really
That's the
really good.
difference, right? It's like, you know,
Yeah.
Camille would be honest with you about it.
It's also, I think that like if we make like a meal and like we have like, I think it would be super good with like a little bit of soda because
I think so too,
it
actually.
is like because it is so strong.
Yeah, I think it would too.
Awesome. Yeah, dude, it's fucking amazing. Oh, he's still there.